Here we're looking at an illustration taken from Gillian McClure's picture book, Tog the Ribber, which was published in 1985 and was highly commended for the Kate Greenaway Medal. Tog the Ribber was originally a poem written by Gillian McClure's father, Paul Coltman, and submitted for the Avon Poetry Foundation Prize, which that year was being judged by none other than Seamus Heaney, Ted Hughes, Charles Causley and Philip Larkin. Although Paul Coltman's poem didn't win, it was described by Ted Hughes as an authentic tour de force. The double spread you can see in front of you was created by Paul Coltman's daughter Gillian McClure as part of her illustrated version of the poem. Here we're shown the moment at which everything changes in the story, the moment when Tog reaches down from the tree, breaking through the protective frame that has until this moment separated him from Granny. In so doing, he unleashes terror and chaos, evident in every aspect of this image. The birds provide a sense of visual noise as they erupt from the tree, and Granny herself is so frightened that she will do anything to get away from Tog, even climb across the framing into the outer border, which has until this point contained nothing but hazy fears. From now on, the worlds depicted in the outer border and inner frame merge, and later in the book, when Granny is safe again and home in bed, we can still see ghosts and ghoulies tweaking her blankets and blowing out her light. It comes as no surprise to learn that Granny is never the same again. In illustrating the book, Gillian McClure was inspired by the work of some of the great Victorian and Edwardian masters, such as Arthur Rackham and Edmund Dulac. But she also developed new techniques of her own in order to meet her creative vision. The illustrations for Tog have been painted using acrylics, but the lacy holes are the result of the application of masking fluid. Gillian spread this thinly across a particular area and left it to dry before pulling it into position by hand. She was then able to glaze or colour the resulting patterns before working into them, looking for opportunities to transform them into objects and faces. In fact, the creation of the glazes for this book became so demanding that Gillian recorded the recipes for each page in a notebook.